my friends. Wanted to make a comment on Mayweather versus McGregor. A lot of people are saying that it's a joke, and I understand that. I understand that they think it's a joke, that Mayweather's going to run all over him or do what Mayweather does, which is run and grab and hold and puck shot here and there, take a few shots during the fight, and just outpoint him or outwit him and stuff. I mean, I personally don't like the style that Mayweather adopted. The second half, the last, I want to say 20 fights, 20 fights, which is mostly defensive and boring, makes for boring fights. I think personally that Mayweather, and that is a liability for him coming into this fight. If not for the judges, but then for his legacy. If he does not fight this guy, if he does not get into a good fight into this guy, his legacy is going to be affected. It is already affected in the collective consciousness as him being a boring defensive fighter that just is not interested in dominating anymore, but in just doing enough to win and not fighting a real fight, like the times when Hagler, Leonard, and Hearns and Duran were around. So even if he did win in points, he could hurt his legacy by doing what he's been doing with his boring fights. And I don't know that he cares much about that. All he wants is the money. But for historical purposes, it would hurt him. Now, do I think McGregor has a chance? Absolutely. If you see what he has done, Conor McGregor, against really good fighters, aggressive fighters that jump him. Look what he did to Jose Aldo. I mean, he punked him, man. That was nasty, and he's got really good timing. He's a freak, and when it comes to timing and delivery of his punches, he's a genuine threat with his hands. I mean, look what he's done with a lot of his stuff. It looks like his left hand is laser guided. That thing is, and I'm a boxing fan, and I'm a boxing connoisseur. I don't want to say connoisseur, but I can spot boxing trends and whatnot, and boxing tactics and techniques, because I've fought since I was a little boy. I'm an old fart now and fat and whatnot, but I can see moves that the layman cannot see coming. And this guy is scary with his hands. You got to give it to him. And one thing he does do when he faces opponents that get defensive, he'll hunt them down. So he's really good at hunting. Now, he's going to face one of the best counterpunchers out there. So he needs to be careful, but he's been hit. It's not like he hasn't been hit. I think he's got a very strong chin. He can take Mayweather's punch all day long. It's just a matter of him timing Mayweather and being aggressive enough and alert enough to look for Mayweather's left hook that comes this way. Well, that quick left hook that he does, and then Mayweather does that, the roll, the Philly roll, when he does a triangle. So, and with the other hand, he protects his belly, so his midsection. But there are spots in there that he can exploit when Mayweather goes into the roll. And he cages up, the only weapon that he can use really fast is his right hand. Okay, because it takes a while for him. Even if he does this number, that takes a while. Okay, that takes a while. And even if it does that, if he gets in with his left, when he cages up, he can hit him on the nose. Okay, he can hit him, and he can hook him. Also, and he also can do. He can do many things, because Mayweather's going to roll, and he can fake him, and then launch. And then when he goes for the other one, when he goes up, Mayweather goes up to launch the right. He can go right there with a hook to the body. Okay, a hook to the liver. Even though in the if you see my camera, this looks like it's my left hand, and this person that's over there is actually my right hand. It's just that I'm using the forward facing camera, so everything's virtual. It's a virtual mirror image. Okay, so this is my right hand. Okay, so if Mayweather rolls and goes, there's the liver. Okay, there's the liver. Now the other guy standing with, all he's got to do is roll a little. And now he's standing. This is Conor McGregor. All he does is roll a little and go underneath, even though it looks like this guy is my right hand, but he can roll a little and go underneath. So, you just got to be smart about it. Although he's fast, he's not as fast as he used to be. And I think Mayweather has a chance of hurting Mayweather. I mean, Conor McGregor has a chance of hurting Mayweather. He has a good chance. Now, Mayweather starts grabbing and stuff. He's got to be careful, because this guy knows how to get out of holds, and he knows how to fight. One thing MMA does is you got to look for angles to deliver the little rabbit punches, what they call the ground and pound. Or even though McGregor cannot use his elbows, he can still push and create distance, and in there lands, bust him up. All you need is 15 pounds of pressure to break your nose. Even if you have it fixed for boxing, it breaks. And that's, starts messing with you. He can deliver punches if Mayweather clinches. So I think Mayweather, thinks, I'll just grab him. That might work against him, because McGregor is used to being grabbed and being able to punch while he's trained to punch while being grabbed. So this is an interesting fight. I don't think Mayweather can knock this guy out. I don't think so. He's been punched by huge punchers, man. This guy's been up there all the way up to 175, and he's taken nasty punches, kicks, and not many of them, because he's got good defense. But he's been in fights with guys who I've seen him when he fought. I think Benavent, one of the guys that he fought at the 145 or 150. This guy, grabbed him for, I don't know, almost 5 rounds, and hit him, I thought he was going to tap him out, and he came back and knocked his ass out. So the tank on this guy, the cardio on Conor McGregor has been tested. This guy's got freakish cardio. So it's not Mayweather's, and people say, boxing's different. Look, man, I've fought both, and surviving the MMA style sometimes is more. It requires more strength than than boxing, because boxing they get separated when they grab. When they grab an MMA, that's when you go to work. And I think McGregor can whoop his ass if he plays his cards well. We'll see what type of referee's in there. If they let Mayweather grab all night long without taking points, which has been the case a lot of times, they should take points from him for grabbing. But he's going into an MMA grabber. We'll see how he reacts to that. I personally think McGregor can beat him, and we're gonna find out. I want McGregor to win. I don't have any hatred towards Mayweather or anything like that. But I think, even though I talk shit about him and all that stuff, but I don't. He's just a guy trying to make a living like everybody else. But McGregor has an edge in this fight, believe it or not.